and welcome to week 4 of Team Draft, and we'll just jump straight into the Team Piccolo highlights here. First game here, we've got Piccolo versus Hawk Aussie from Team Feeder, and they're running Ultra League 1 Legendary. So mirror match here. Looks like Hawk's throwing. Typically, from what I can remember, you lose the mirror if you throw. So you're better off because you get the extra Dragon Breath in if you don't throw. So yeah, I've won the mirror there, and I win switch and I can get the shield back here. So he's bringing Mewtwo in. Probably should have thrown the Dragon Claw there. I reckon I could have got to 2, but still good play by Hawk there because he gets a few Psycho Cuts in, and as we know, Mewtwo's bloody good against everything, depending on moveset. Now, brought my Metagross in here. I think he's one short of Shadow Ball, I'm not sure, but I've just got a back that it's a bait, and it looks like he's running Ice Beam, Psy Strike, so pretty comfortable staying in with Metagross here. So just going to get the Meteor Mash away. Alright, so we're then swapped in, and I've gone into my Mewtwo. So we've run the complete same team here, so it's complete mirror match team. So what my plan is here is to get the shield, and he's going to have to throw here, and I've still got my shield. So he can't store back-to-back moves, Earthquake and Meteor Mash, so he's thrown there, and I can shield whatever he throws here, be it Meteor Mash or Earthquake. I had a bit of residual energy, and I'll be able to get to the Earthquake here and finish the game off. So, yeah, it was really funny that we... of anything that you could pick, we both ended up running the exact same team. So, GG's to Hawk there. All right, now it's me versus Ash, and we're in Johto here. And I picked up an absolutely brilliant lead, and I was kind of hoping this would happen. Heracross is one of my favourite mon, and you're about to see why now. Hits like an absolute truck. So this is a neutral move, and it's taken 80% of the Politoed's health. And then I've just dipped out. Obviously, the close combat lowers the Heracross's defense. So I've just dipped straight out there. And I should be able to maintain keeping that Heracross on the Umbreon, which is ideal. Umbreon's pretty good in this meta, but not when it's matched up with the Fighting Beetle. So I've just farmed down. He'll probably bring... No, he's brought... what is that? It's a Grass Flying. Oh, it must be... Jumpluff. So yeah, because I'd farmed up to 100, get 2 Ice Beams off here, and yeah, this game's already done and dusted. There's absolutely nothing here aside from 5 minutes of lag that'll change the result. So he's tried to catch the move there. He's doing what he can, but he's running an absolute losing battle here. He's now out of shields, so we get to see what close combat does on an Umbreon. So with the counter damage from the previous matchup and this matchup, this close combat's going to more than KO. Bang, see you later, Umbreon. And Jumpluff comes back in. He's going to throw here, and at this stage, the 2-shield flex is the priority. So I'll just throw the Ice Beam here. This won't KO. Jumpluff is a meaty little ball of fluff, and... yeah, I'll just keep my shields here. Could shield, obviously, and potentially bubble down, but there's no point. I'll just keep the shields and then come in, and I won't even throw here. He'll get to another move, but I'll just let it go through, and I'll just snarl down. So, Heracross, definitely one of my favourite mon. I love using it. Not much call for it these days, because it's useless against a lot of things, but that was super fun. All right. Now, we've got Chipsy going against Lloyd here, and it's, I think this is... Is this Ultra 1 Legendary by the looks of it? Yeah, I'd say, yeah, it's Ultra 1 Legendary. So, pretty neutral kind of lead. If Articuno stays in, it has to shield the first Hydro to win, and Lloyd didn't do that, so... but they've both swapped out at the exact same time, and unfortunately for Lloyd, he's swapped out into Obstagoon here. Yeah, so perhaps if he'd stayed in one switch, he could have got his Snorlax on that Gira, but not going to happen that way. But anyway, this is definitely match of the round. He hasn't shielded the superpower there, so Gypsy's going to let this one go. He just got a little bit of energy, 2 Mudshots on the Swampert, and then he swapped out to catch the Body Slam. That was brilliant. Now his Gira's going to do some damage here with this Ancient Power going through, so he kills that before the... now, kills that before it can get to another move, the Articuno. Another Ancient Power coming through here, but the Togekiss has got this covered. Alright, so Swampert comes in. He's got energy. Throws the first move, gets the shield. CMP on the second move here. Fortunate. I reckon if Lloyd had gone for the charm rather than throwing the move there, he would have won. But yeah, just survives, just gets to the Hydro Cannon, and match of the round right there. Well played to both. Yeah, don't get closer than that. Alright, so let's move into some team and tag highlights. First, we've got the much anticipated rivalry between Captain Barnacles and Dussy. This time in Great League though, so Dussy's been pumping it up. This is his home territory, and the captain's come ashore. Pretty neutral sort of lead here. I don't 100% know the matchup, but I would have thought if you shield the first move and get the Icy Wind off. Oh, he's swapped out there, and he's gone into his Swampert. So he does have energy on the Dugong, but the first Weather Ball coming through here, he's let that one go. Geez, that Shadow Swampert can't take a hit. That was just a neutral Weather Ball and jeepers. All right. First Hydro coming through. Will he get to another one? Another Weather Ball coming through. So see what he decides to do here. Lets it go. Okay. So he's now bringing the Dugong in, but yeah, Dugong's not great in this situation. He was probably better off throwing the Icy Wind before he left the matchup and then bringing his Swampert in and perhaps giving it another shield. But he's going to get to another Icy Wind here. So he's definitely chipping this down, and Dus is obviously having to go for the non-resisted move here. This will still do a bit of damage. Yeah, as you can see. So what's Captain B going to do here? He gets to another Weather Ball. Gee, it gets to Weather Ball so fast. But yeah, Captain B's looking at a little bit of trouble now. He's forced to shield there. He's got to commit to the farm down now. Gets there. Gets the move off. The Icy Wind going through now. Dussy's shielding that. And we'll just have to see what's in the back here. But gee, Politoed, pretty good. Oh, he's caught the move there. Now, this is Icy Wind. It really depends what Captain B's got in the back. So throws the Icy Wind there. Might have been worth keeping at that time. Actually, throwing it was probably not a bad idea because this thing's going to spam so many Weather Balls. And he's once again, he's got the Shadow Machamp. So these Shadow Mon can't take a hit. But shields are down here. But I think that Venusaur's got to move. So he has to farm down here. And unfortunately, I don't think even a Rock Slide's going to KO that Venusaur. So he lets it... Oh, he's let it go. Let it go because he wanted some energy on the Dugong, which was clever, but unfortunately he's got farmed down. So not a bad matchup. All right, now we've got Ash versus Piccolo. This was the second of the Johto games. I've included this one because Ash did really well in this game. I lost lead hard there, but he had no answer for the Shadow T-Tar, and I thought when he brought that Lantern in, it immediately made me think that I was on a winner here. And look, the other reason I've included this game too is I should have actually won this game, and I think it's pretty important to show where you make errors and look at that stuff as well. So this is good for sort of self-review. But anyway, it's looking really good at the moment. I can Shadow T-Tar's doing a lot of work here. So I've won Switchback comfortably. He'll bring the Skarm back in, and I can get the Azu on the Skarm here, so this is looking pretty comfortable. But at this stage, it did make me think to myself, what's he got in the back? Probably a Fire type. And I was thinking that, but I also knew the Jumpluff was complete dead weight in this matchup. So what I do here is I come in, I get to the Ice Beam, and when he shields here, it immediately makes me think it's definitely Fire type in the back. I don't know what's in Johto, but I was thinking maybe Incinerate, Typhlosion. But unfortunately, I mess up a little bit here. He shields. I just have to make sure this isn't a Brave Bird. Could have been, but he's baited me there. Now, I've hit the Ice Beam here, but he had more energy than I thought. What I should have done was cop this move, be it Brave Bird or whatever, and kept that energy. But unfortunately, it was CMP. So well played by him. And yeah, if I'd kept that energy, I would have been okay. And probably another way I could have won this matchup potentially would be to get to the Ice Beam here. Actually, I might have lost CMP there as well. But anyway, I've swapped out, hoping that a play rough would actually be enough. But unfortunately it's not going to be, and I'm just going to fall a little bit short here. But great bait by Ash. He really turned that matchup on its head. And unfortunately, that CMP tie really cost me in that second matchup. And as you can see, I would have had energy for an Ice Beam, and that would have finished off the Typhlosion. So messed up a little bit there, but well played by him. All right, now this is Lloyd versus Chipsy. So it's from Lloyd's position here, and I think we're in Ultra League 1 Legendary again. So decent sort of lead, fairly neutral, I guess, given that that Dragon Breath does a fair bit. He swapped out there, so he's got the Charizard out of that matchup, and he's gone into Swampert here. And Chipsy's worn the Sludge Wave, so that's really turned the tides of a pretty equal game. Now Lloyd can pressure just with Hydros, which is really great position you want to be in. He can now let this go. It's pretty much done its job here. So he'll pressure here, and yeah, he'll let this go because he knows his Charizard can come back in, and it'll be able to farm down and get more energy for another Dragon Claw on that Giratina. So very, very well played there by Lloyd. Very calculated. And he's got his own Giratina in the back here. So he'll throw here, get another Dragon Claw away, and he might even dip out again. So he'll throw that, dip out. Oh, no, he's caught it here. But he'll keep this because obviously he wants to hedge his bets a little bit here, depending on what's in the back. Ancient Power goes through. They both swap at the same time. And this is... unless the Empoleon is running Blizzard, which takes 10 years to get to, this is very heavily weighted in the Giratina's favour here. Just wondering why Chipsy did actually swap there. It would have been good for him to stay in with his Gira and maybe chip it down, and then chip the opposing Gira down, and then he might have had a chance to actually waterfall down this Giratina and then use that energy on the Charizard. Yeah. So, yeah, or if he'd shielded the Sludge Wave, he probably would have won too, because then he would have been able to get his Empoleon on that Charizard. So anyway, Lloyd's played this really well. Forces the shield there, but it's too little too late, unfortunately, and this is going to be the end of the game. So yeah, just got to watch your matchups there, but unfortunately Empoleon does not do very well against Giratina. All right, now we move to Team Feeder, and I'm happy to say that Feeder's had a bad run in this competition, but this week he came good, and he's sent in a match versus Ash here. This is in Master League 1 Prem, I think. Oh, sorry, Master League 1 Legend, I think. Yeah, it is. It would be. Yep. So pretty neutral sort of lead there. Obviously Mewtwo's an absolute powerhouse, and those Side Strikes do a lot of damage, but the Dragon Breath definitely wears you down. So he's tried to snipe him with the Togekiss there, and to be honest with you, Feeder doesn't have a real big answer for the Togekiss in his lineup here. He's gone into Gyarados. Maybe Lugia would have been better. I don't know, but it depends what he's thinking that Ash has in the back here. So Ancient Power coming through. He's had to shield that. He'll be able to get to one more Aqua Tail here, at least pressure some of the health of the Togekiss, but it's actually looking pretty good for Ash right now. So he shields that, and he'll be able to charm down here. And that Dragonite is completely useless right now, so he's going to have to go into Lugia here. And Lugia is an absolute tank, this Ancient Power. Not a great move now with the debuff from a few seasons ago, but as you can see, that's super effective, and it does very little to Lugia. And to be honest, at this stage, it's not looking great for Feeder. Let's see what's in the back. Okay, so it's a Dragonite. Look, definitely not looking that great, but Lugia is so bulky that I reckon it could actually win here. So he's swapped there to try and snipe, but look, it's worked out anyway because he had to get rid of that Mewtwo at some stage. I'm not sure it had too much energy, but that was probably worth it. And he got a couple of Dragon Breaths through. And he's got a shield here, so he shields. Sky Attack might just be enough with the Dragon Tails after this, so this is going to be really tight and down to the wire, that's for sure. So another one coming through. This will almost KO, but not quite, and we'll just have to test how the big boy goes here. All right, Sky Attack coming through. He definitely wouldn't have got to the Aeroblast. Coming through now. Super tight, but bang, goes through. So really tight game. All right, now let's go to the ladder for this week. And look, not too much has changed. Team Pick still leading from the front. Still more matches to go. Tier A will continue next week and the following week. And Kingslayer starts next week too. So plenty to see next week. We'll see you then. Bye.